Welcome back to the deep dive. So, a lot of you asked us to get into H.R. 4405, the Epstein Files Transparency Act.
And it's a really fascinating piece of legislation.
It is. I mean, the speed alone is something else. Our mission today is pretty straightforward. We're going to unpack what this law actually forces the Department of Justice to release.
Right, and if you want a perfect snapshot of the public pressure here, just look at the votes. It was introduced in July, signed into law on November 19th.
Just a few months.
Exactly. It passed the House 427-1 and got through the Senate with unanimous consent.
That's virtually unheard of. That kind of nonpartisan support tells you something big is happening.
It tells you that, on this, Congress decided transparency was completely non-negotiable.
Absolutely. Okay, so when a bill moves that fast, the mandate has to be aggressive. But is the timeline for the DOJ even, realistic?
It's certainly tight. Very tight. The clock started ticking the moment the law was signed.
And they have, what, a month?
Just 30 days to make all of these records publicly available in a searchable and downloadable format.
And the scope. I hear it's huge.
It's incredibly vast. It's not just Jeffrey Epstein's files, but it also specifically includes documents related to Ghislaine Maxwell.
Okay, because the public is always focused on the network, right? The people connected to him. Does the law actually demand that travel data everyone's been waiting for?
It addresses that head-on. It explicitly requires the release of flight logs, manifests, any travel records at all.
For planes, boats, anything.
Aircraft, vessels, vehicles.
Yeah.
If Epstein owned it or used it, the logs have to be released. And crucially, it mandates naming specific individuals.
Government officials, too.
Government officials, corporate entities, academic institutions, anyone tied to his trafficking or financial networks. All immunity agreements, too.
So this really suggests Congress is trying to fix, a deep institutional failure of oversight. Does it force the DOJ to air its own dirty laundry?
That's precisely why the internal communications requirement is so powerful.
The memos and emails.
Yes. Memos, emails, meeting notes about any decision to charge or, and this is critical, a decision not to charge.
Or not to even investigate.
Or to decline to investigate Epstein or his associates. They also have to hand over any documents about the destruction, deletion, alteration, or concealment of records.
It's a direct accountability trail.
Straight to the top.
And just to be clear, the records around his detention and his death, those are included.
All of them. Incident reports, witness interviews, autopsy reports.
Yeah.
All required. No exceptions.
Okay, this brings us to what I think is the most unprecedented part of this law. The rules about redactions, what the government cannot black out.
This is the real teeth of the act.
It seems like it. Why is it so unique?
Because for the first time, Congress has flat out stated that no record can be withheld or redacted just because of embarrassment or reputational harm.
Even for a high-level government official?
Even for a government official, a public figure, a foreign dignitary, it doesn't matter. It's a complete reversal of the usual impulse to protect powerful people.
So transparency over political convenience.
Period.
So what can they hold back? There has to be some kind of safety net.
There is, but it's a very, very narrow list. They can protect a victim's personal information, like their name or medical files.
Okay, that makes sense.
They have to block any child sexual abuse materials, obviously. And they can temporarily protect details of an active, ongoing investigation or genuine classified information.
And that's it?
That's it. And here's the key. Every single redaction has to come with a written justification that's published in the Federal Register and sent to Congress.
So there's a public paper trail for everything they hide.
A very public one. The Attorney General is specifically ordered to declassify information to the maximum extent possible.
So let's wrap this up. What's the bottom line for you, the listener, following this story?
The bottom line is we are about to see a document release unlike any other. But the ultimate test of this law's success, that comes 15 days after the documents drop.
Right, that's when the Attorney General has to submit that final report to Congress.
Exactly. And that report must include a specific, completely unredacted list of all government officials and politically exposed persons named in all those materials.
So that list is the final scorecard.
That list will be the true, unvarnished measure of this law's transparency. You definitely want to be paying very close attention to the news in the coming weeks.